Turn it off someday.
We'll call the meeting to order.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All ayes. Minutes have been approved. Anything to add to the agenda?
I have nothing to add.
I'll move to approve the proposed agenda.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Agenda's been approved. Do you have any citizens to be heard?
Nope. There's the recorders.
Seen two dozens.
That's more than I've seen.
One up in Calhoun County, one east of the lake.
Where's that?
We've been
Well,
on,
that is terrible.
I don't know if we're gonna have, they should have a season.
Well, they said it was, the report was, their populations were 20% down from last year.
They were low
And
last
last year was 40% down from the year before.
year. Really? So less than 50% normal?
That's why they approved dove hunting.
Yeah, something else
Yeah.
to shoot at.
And I'm sure we won't find any doves either.
I'll make the motion to approve the recorder's quarterly financial report.
I'll second that.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Report's been approved. You know, we talked about our precincts going down or reducing number and decided not to. And when I talked with one of the supervisors from Crawford County, they said they were going just reduced by one. They reduced from 13 to 8.
They did.
Yeah, I saw that in the Crawford News.
Huh? What, you don't know what they did?
No.
They,
This needs to be in an ordinance form.
yeah. And I didn't, I didn't reinvent the wheel, I just kind of described the new. There's the precinct outlines and the supervisor district outlines.
Turn.
Yeah.
And then your
In this District 2, I'm not sure the wording's right, Jim, because you have an exception and then continue on in the same sentence, and the cities of Sac City, Litton, and Nemaha. I'm not sure that's...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It kind of sounds like those
Those
cities are
were
part of the-
exactly, yeah, that's what
I can clarify that.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I can move the cities to the front and leave that Coon Valley, except sections blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
at the end.
otherwise it's...
Yep,
fine.
I see what you're saying. I'll do that. Ordinarily, there needs to be three readings for that ordinance or an ordinance. We've eliminated all of the opposition to this proposal, so you can waive the second and third readings and adopt it today.
How do we do that for sure?
Just in the motion to waive the second and third and approve adopt the order.
We waive the second and third, or we waive the first and second?
Waive two of the three.
We waive the first two, if I remember.
You usually waive the second and third.
Is that how it's...
Because you have to do the first reading.
Yeah.
This is the
Okay.
first read.
That's a good point.
Do you have to have an introduction?
An introduction? I don't know what that is.
What do you mean by that, Kurt?
Oh, I might be wrong. It seems like ordinances are
The city
introduced.
council does, I think that's a step they take that's extra personal.
All the city councils, I don't know if it's part of the law.
I don't know. I've never... A motion to introduce an ordinance, is that what you're saying?
Right.
Never had that.
We've never done that.
Do we need to make that correction as part of the...
No, I'll make the correction and get it changed before Jack signs it. I'll have it taken care of before Jack leaves today, so it'll be correct.
I'll make a motion to adopt the ordinances presented and waive the second, third reading
with the correction?
with the correction.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye. Have a roll call. Bensley, aye.
Heck, aye.
Stock, aye.
Ordinance is passed.
Is anything in that different than what was presented as a shaded in map last week?
No.
And then I'll sign that later.
Yeah. And then these, you need to sign these worksheets for the Secretary of State's office with that ordinance, so when I get that corrected, I'll sign it all at once.
We want to call Becky and have her come up.
Sure.
I'm gonna call Ron, see what he's up to. I think he's on vacation. He's farming.
Usually warns you when it's not going to be here.
Yeah, Vicki, did you want to come on up and do your thing? Okay. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. I got Chris.
I talked to the engineer last night, and he
And that's the,
N28 is going to get closed
it's pretty well
tomorrow.
done, we're wondering what
That
your
intersection
schedule
now.
was.
Which, it has to happen, but it's going to be a major league
You don't,
inconvenience.
you're not gonna come in, that's fine. No
Just
action.
tomorrow or starting tomorrow?
The DOT told him that it would be closed started tomorrow.
Yeah,
For, I imagine, at least a 3-week period to.
yeah, you thought M50
I
was gonna be
think
later,
that's
but
very,
they're gonna do it
very,
tomorrow, huh?
an enthusiastic evaluation of how long that will take.
Yeah,
I'm afraid it's gonna be longer.
not tonight,
I hope
but
I'm
tomorrow.
wrong.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Is that right? Tell them on M43 about within the first mile north of Highway 20.
Here, I'll let. We're gonna close M50 tomorrow.
Ron?
Both of them?
Oh, he,
You have a flashlight?
okay, Ron. On M43 north of Highway 20, within
I've got
about the first mile on the northbound lane, right in the,
They're really,
right next to the center line.
yeah, we
Getting
hang,
to be a hell of a
like I hang them on the,
edge,
In
it's
the
like
combine on
sunk
the
down
stuff.
in one spot.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really good, it's like,
within about
you
a
can
mile
swing
north of
wrenches
20. And like I said, it's just on the northbound lane,
Right on the
southbound's okay.
we got a lot of
But it should have something in it. Yeah, but, no, near the center line of the road. And like I said, I don't know what happened, it was just like a big spot, just dropped down about
football game.
3 or 4
In
inches.
Sac County. Last time.
And it's sharp, I mean, it should have something dumped in it.
They ever had 10 points? They blew a 10.
18 volts.
Okay
Are
then,
you talking about Cherokee?
anybody else have anything?
Double check, he's still N28, will be tomorrow.
Yeah, N28 is closing tomorrow,
And then 50.
and M50. Okay.
Once we get it from
All the
Johnny.
Schultz.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 real estate ones there, and
Okay,
the
right.
last 3 are drainage ones, but they're to that United States of America, that US.
Okay, then.
Wildlife, and they never
Yep.
pay.
Okay, I'm sure the guys will be glad.
United States.
No, no problem.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, yep, thank you. Yep, bye-bye.
And there are 2 others here, but I didn't get you copies of those because Jim's still checking, while Renee's still checking them. They're drainage, in Wall Lake or Sac County. So the property is exempt, but I don't know if they pay the drainage or not, so she's checking that.
One's the secondary roads yard in Wall Lake. I don't know why that would be exempt, because they pay, secondary roads always pays for drainage.
Well, that's what, I mean, and the drainage is different. I mean, drainage is not directly.
Property tax.
Right, it's, I mean, they ought to pay. Because every other property owner is paying it.
Yeah. Well, and secondary roads always pays
Yeah, theirs.
on their other, out of the road right of ways and that kind of thing, so I don't know, this is different.
Okay. And so those 2 real estate ones for Sac County that I would need abated.
Those are the Schultz property and the communication tower.
Yes.
I will make the motion to abate the property taxes on those 2 pieces of property, the old Schultz property and the communication tower.
Do you want to abate the US Fishing one?
I think we should do them separately.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All ayes, motion carried.
Last 2 are.
Taxes are abated.
And then, well, we just talked about the drainage ones. You want that?
I'll make a motion to abate the taxes on the 2 properties
There's 3.
deeded to the Fish and Wildlife.
There are 3 of them.
3. Excuse me, I'll say 3.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Opposed, nay. All ayes.
And this
Absolutely.
is, these are suspended taxes, and everything's been checked through social services that they are okay to be suspended again this year.
The suspension means that they're still there, they're just not collected until a later date
Without penalties.
without penalties because they're approved for suspension.
Right.
Usually the property is sold
You guys keep that, I think.
I will
or transferred.
make the motion for the suspension of
Is there 2 or 3?
There's
two.
in Karen Wolven, and then one on Frank Zatto, which is really that Lillian Anderson.
So that's three different properties?
Yes.
Correct. Okay. I make the motion to do the suspension on these 3 identified properties.
Second that.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Taxes have been suspended.
Jim, do you want to stop?
On 3 properties.
Those other 2,
Yes.
I mean, I think we should just, I think those should be paid and hopefully,
I think that's what she's going to find too. I told her that secondary road always carries there, but you know, that's up to these guys. The property is exempt, it's just the drainage, and they're both only $5, so
Yeah.
it's not a big deal, but something I thought I'd bring up as long as I'm up here.
okay.
Yeah.
How are things going in your office?
Good. This is one right now. It's one of the folks been settled up,
Oh.
you know, out in Arizona, so.
Oh.
she had her brother moved down. But no, things are going right along. This year, they do have a new change. In the treasurers, instead of waiting until February to send out delinquent notices, we're now going to do them the 1st of November, which is kind of nice. You know, lets people
Why
know
did
ahead of
they-
time. I don't know why they waited before, but somebody got wise finally and we'll put it in the code that we need to do that. So that's coming up.
I had a phone call from one of the Carroll County Supervisors inquiring about the driver's license
Yes.
that we're doing. And they haven't been given the ultimatum that they're going to discontinue service there, but they're asking them to take it over. And I said, we did have the ultimatum saying we were not going to have it, or we had to do it, and you guys had done a good job with it.
That surprises me because Carroll County's a permanent station. I mean, they're open all the time.
There's only 2 or 3 evidently that are not now,
Okay.
at least maybe that aren't big urban areas.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And so I said, it had worked out very well for us, but we had the choice of no service at all or do it.
yeah.
And so we chose to do it. And
I think next week Dan is going to CDL training again. So, and he hasn't been to a CDL training for a while.
that's a really nice asset for us because some of the smaller
Oh, yeah,
counties
they
don't
have
offer.
them. Yeah.
And
Yeah, so they come here. That is nice.
It is. He asked if we provided that, and I said, yeah, we had, and did right from the start.
Yeah.
And that's been really nice.
Yeah. Lucky to help me.
One of their dilemmas is that they had been offering, the state offers it there on Saturday, and see the county's a Monday through Friday situation, and
Right.
folks would have an adjustment for that. But, so, we'll see
I
what they
haven't heard
do.
anything anyway with us, so it's good.
Thanks, Vicki.
Yeah, thank you, Mickey. Should we wait for Ron's report to come?
Is he going to send one?
Yeah.
I'll go down and see if it's here.
We'll recess until we get Ron's report. Call the meeting on recess.
Wonder how many driveways we build a year? What do you see?
Quite a few.
Yeah. You know, the farms were farmed, they've never used trucks and what driveways are. One of them, I could hardly get into the combine because those logger tires stick out. I'm gonna ask Ron sometimes for just.
I don't think you can make those driveways too wide, can you? This equipment just seems to get wider all the time.
They're saying M50, 2 to 3 weeks, and M28, 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, and Ron did say the contractor, the cement is moving in today.
So where's I wonder where the cement's coming from to do the M50 one?
I don't know.
Because I
Same one.
They'll haul it from Lytton?
I would bet. I don't.
Oh, that's probably true.
Weren't they hauling that bridge over the river from Storm Lake? That cement?
Well, but those would be private contract arrangements with whatever concrete company they could get. This would be DOT arranged, whoever's doing the road work.
Yeah.
Don't the bridge people go to American Concrete and whoever else they can get to bid?
Probably.
They do.
Yeah. They gotta be.
Because the American Concrete driver that hauled mine, he'd been taking some out to N20 or N14.
N14.
And the bridge, you know, they were putting a lot of ice in it. So, something
Well,
He also said that they would do the appropriate dust control around on the detours again, because there is a ton of traffic.
have you used a different dust control? When your road go up, just about like it's blacktop out there?
well, that's because it doesn't rain. That's what it looks
You're
like.
really in good shape.
That's what it looks like. If you don't have rain and. Yeah, it's that way, you know, all the different ones in my part of the county, all look about like.
So is that tree sap?
Yeah, it's the stuff from Pro Co-op.
Well, it really looks nice.
It's the same stuff that, you know, Willis's and people on your road.
Okay, because the DOT stuff was the other calcium chloride.
Yeah, that is.
So it's gotta make the road wet, that calcium chloride, doesn't it? We used that on the edge of Oldwell one time.
And it's not good on cars. You know, lignite sulfate's a mess, but it doesn't hurt the finish. Well,
Well, no questions, Sheriff, but
I'll
no
make a
motion
motion
to
to
adjourn.
adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thanks, everybody, for coming.